Um, hi Kaz. I was here the whole time. I watched the VOD. Congratulations. I'm glad that you were able to get over your irrational displeasement with VODs. Keep up. And in Max Confused. I'm Max Confused. Yeah, same. But that's why we're continuing it. Alright, what was going on here again? Oh, right, Uni got hypothermia, I think. And now we are back. We're still not switching with Satoru at all, which is kind of worrisome. I don't think that he's dead, but something must be going on to prevent us from switching, right? Uni ran and probably will do something creepy now. Yeah, or he'll die. No, I'm sure he will do something to survive in order to show up in the future, in the facility thing. Actually, maybe that's it. Maybe as a result of my actions, Uni will end up dying, and as a result, he won't be alive in Sepia, right? And because of that, he won't be able to cause us to switch with Satoru anymore. Goddamn, if that's it, that's kind of complicated. But I'm not sure. Almost looked like he'd stop breathing. Almost. Well done, that's great. It's the 17th. Damn, I should have probably ended the stream here last time, so that we could start it on a new day. Well, whatever, I wouldn't have known. It's not a big deal. Yep, the day where we die. Oh yeah, why didn't we do that? Oh, okay. That makes sense. It's better than nothing though, isn't it? You're scared of a piece of paper? Weak. It would be better to use that as a lighter and break some wood out of bring some wood out of wait. To use that as an igniter and break some wood out of the basement. Yeah, that would also work probably. You didn't read the whole thing before? You had a lot of time. I don't see why you wouldn't. Still, we're not completely doomed. The fact that Uni was able to survive, not just because we don't see him on the article, but because we literally see him in the future, that means it's at least possible for us to survive. You know, the fact that he's a young child and that he really seems to like going outside in the cold, means that like he's probably the least likely one of us to survive from a purely objective perspective. But if he was able to, then there might be a way for all of us. I just wonder, how exactly was Uni able to survive? It doesn't make sense to me. If they were to die from natural causes, how would Uni survive? And I don't understand any other way they would die. Would we really kill each other? I don't think so. He smug face, so he probably had it all planned out. Yeah, that might be true. But even so, even if he knew the future, for him to physically be able to survive means that, like, there must be some special circumstances around his death, right? Or our deaths, and his lack of death. Keep on. Seriously, we didn't read this before? Okay, this is something to pay attention to now, though. That's the reason the game is showing it to me now instead of earlier. 1 kilometer east. So we didn't die in the shelter cabin. .653. They have a pretty exact timestamp, but it might not be completely exact. 653 will be killed by an avalanche 1 kilometer east of the shelter cabin. Alright, let's just go west. So suspicious, even the police were going into it. Why would we go toward a place like that? Yeah, it does seem kind of stupid. They said it's 12 a.m. and we're dying at like 6, right? 6:53. Yeah, I bet at like 6 o'clock we're going to see like a freaking giant lollipop flying from the sky east of here, and we're gonna go towards it. That's what's gonna happen. Okay, the fact that it was an avalanche changes everything. We weren't killed in the mountain shelter, we weren't killed by hypothermia, and we apparently weren't murdered either. So we definitely didn't kill each other or commit suicide, like we did in that one ending. That means it's perfectly possible that we would leave Uni behind in the mountain shelter and he would be able to survive that way. Or perhaps he was able to find some kind of way to barricade himself from the avalanche. That seems a little hard to believe, but I guess it's not possible. It's kind of like in Mulan, where they all hid behind that big rock and they were somehow able to survive. Okay, I'm not sure if there's a point to this, but just in case we switch bodies with Satoru, I think that we should write him a voice message saying, "Mate, don't go east. Do not." Oh no. Could there be a release surprise? Could there be a rescue team? It doesn't really matter. Regardless, it's not worth going there if there's gonna be an avalanche. So I don't see how these make sense. And either way, choosing one or the other doesn't really make sense. Anyway, I think a rescue team is more likely because if there are relief supplies, how the fuck are we gonna know about it? Crap, I was wrong. No, it's possible. They might have just not reported it, or they might have had like a helicopter to get out of there in time. Okay, whatever. Whatever, game. Okay, that's fair. Okay, yeah, I was being stupid. That makes more sense. Even so, though, I don't think it's impossible that it was a rescue team. No, just don't go there at all. No, no, just, I guess that might still make sense. Because, like, if you don't get the supplies, you might die anyway, but even so, I know there's going to be a bad ending where we die to the avalanche regardless. Wouldn't it be funny if this was like a freaking like grandfather paradox type thing, where the rescue supplies, there actually are no rescue supplies, and we just came to that conclusion because we saw another timeline in the newspaper in which we went east to get the rescue supplies. However, that timeline only went to get the rescue supplies because they knew of another timeline which got them. And in the end, there was just like They were all copying the previous timeline, even though none of the timelines actually knew that there was rescue supplies at all. It would have all started from one stupid timeline in which we just went east for no reason. Oh damn, I was about to say that actually. That like, they probably wouldn't believe you and stuff. Nice. Nice. Finally being proactive. I like it. And they have no idea. They're probably gonna follow you, but whatever. This is still the best decision. Still, if she goes alone, and because of Uni's condition, they don't follow her, that means even if we do end up dying from the blizzard, or the avalanche I mean, it won't end up the exact same way it turned out in the news article, because only one of us would have died from the avalanche. Which means that my theory of this being a grandfather paradox is false. But people are stupid and they might just follow us anyway. Follow Kokoro, I mean. Doesn't seem very dark to me. Oh crap, what if we switch bodies? That wouldn't be good. You should have brought like a note with you or something. Even then though, I'm not sure if it would have worked. Wouldn't it be funny if she realizes, like, oh crap, what if I switch bodies? And then she goes back into the cabin and writes a note and then leaves again? It's too late to change it. And if we do die, it will be different from the last time. I don't think you're gonna slip if the snow is up to your thighs. If you move your legs after pressing the snow with your entire body. What? Damn, I didn't know that. Interesting. You'll be able to eat once you make it there. What do you think? No, you should have asked this, like, when you stepped out of the front door, not when you were halfway there. Wait, what? Crap, I picked the wrong option. God damn it. Alright, I mean, I meant to do that so we could get the bad ending first. Fuck. I thought it said, like, go forward or something. The same thing happened to me last time when I was playing a story game. Oh my god. What happened then? I think I've done stuff like this before, but I can't think of specific examples. I talk about how dumb it would be if I chose that option for 10 minutes and called everyone that chose that option a horny idiot. What do you mean, horny idiot? What the hell was the option? 10 minutes. For 10 minutes, goddamn. What the hell? Is he a ghost? Of course, I was being naive. There's no way he would come after you. He had other people he needs to protect and doesn't care about you. Piece of crap. Um, okay, oh my god, we were on a party and there was an option to talk or go to the bathroom. Oh no. I went to the bathroom, but by accident. How come you spent like 10 minutes talking about it though? Like that, I'm not saying you're wrong to do that, but like that doesn't seem like that difficult of a choice. That guy we would have sent was a dick, ugly as fuck, and prop had all sexual diseases. What? Oh, okay. I see. I see why you wouldn't want to pick that. That's just great. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna go back. I thought that that was just gonna be a quick thing, but if that's going to go onto a separate branch, I'd rather just restart and choose what I wanted to choose. I'm sorry about that. I'll go back and do the other ending eventually though, so whatever. Um, choose the right option. Uh, anyway. Also, you kind of know me. I like to talk about that stuff for way too long. What do you mean? Not really. I don't know though. Still, like, I'm surprised you were able to keep finding stuff to talk about for 10 minutes. But I guess it would depend on the context. I'm sure there's a lot more to it in the actual game. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay. Choose the right option. Can't get discouraged, last chance, whatever. I swear, if we end up running into Yomogi regardless, I'm gonna be angry. If your mod, VIP, and all other viewers watching normally are female, trust me, there will always be something to talk about. How come? Oh, because you're because of what the choice was, I see. Don't talk about that on Twitch. Don't talk about that on Twitch. Okay, so you're an atheist. Kipo. Why did I talk about that on Twitch? Don't talk about that on Twitch. Determined Fate. I don't like a chapter that's named that way. It makes me feel like I'm going to die. Your estimation could be flawed. Also, just want to point out, it looks like we're not going to run into Yomogi in this branch, and I'm happy about that because like, if my decisions really matter that little, to the point that choosing to go back is no different from going forward, like, that would have been pretty crappy to me. you're dead either way. That's pretty much my reasoning. Okay, we still ended up seeing him, but like, he's probably not going to fall like he did at least, right? Yomogi is there, but is my Izumi here as well? Oh, you mean when you fell? That still happened? Interesting. We're in a snowstorm. How should we not die unless something... How should we not die unless something weird happens? I don't know. We should probably be extremely cold right now if we were out here for an hour, almost. But I'm guessing that's not enough to die. Not yet, anyway. Something weird like your dead kid. Something... What? Are you bringing back that thing I said about, like, how your kid dies, so it would be pretty awkward? Really? Yes, I am. That's great. Really brought that in smooth, Kipo. We're doing that again. I see. That was not planned. Oh, I see. Uh, well, what were you trying to say then? You mean like, what you said about the dead kid wasn't planned? Something weird like you're a dead... You mean like you are a dead kid? I think that you would be dead in that case. No, that transition was weird. Oh, I see. Why don't we look for supplies? Why didn't I do that? Supplies? Like the supplies that Kokoro thinks were left for us. Maybe we could find a loot drop. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what it is. Yeah, a loot drop. Only you'll have, emergency supplies. Kokoro, you're missing the main point. You were going to search around for the supplies anyway, so you're not heading back regardless. My loot drop has a gold star and 50 shields. What? I don't understand. Is that something from CSGO? No, we need to keep searching. God damn it. That was a Fortnite reference. Come on, everyone played that. I didn't play that. The game sucks, even though I've never played it. I know that loot drops are in Fortnite, but I don't know exactly how they work. They drop and give you loot. Pretty simple. I see. Okay. I feel like, now that I think about it, I probably wouldn't have changed my decision much anyway. Even if I had gone the other path, we probably still would have been, you know, dragging Yamaki back to the shelter cabin. It's just that this time we do it a bit later. Even so, though. Oh no. Which body am I in? Okay, I'm still in my own body. Alright, well that's great. We got the whole gang together. And we're about to have an avalanche. Man, I was right, wasn't I? This really is just a grandfather's paradox. You're talking as though he's not dead, even though, by the way you described it, he probably is. Exactly. But Uni's still alive. He's right here. This is impossible. Uni can't die. Let me go back and pick the right option. At least this time I actually had a proper ending. You know, I didn't lose because I made a stupid mistake, I don't think. And this ending is pretty significant because it's probably important to the big picture of the story, you know. Alright, let's go back. For real now. It said that is an infinite loop, so we might end up not even getting to safety. We know who's the murderer, but we might still die. Uh, well, I'm not sure. That might be the case in Sophia, but we might be able to survive in the cabin shelter. You know, there are more options. It's possible. I saw the other timeline. He was still alive, although he was hurt. Okay, I had to make sure I picked the right option this time. And I did. The one I want to pick, at least. I'm not sure if it's right. It was just a snow cornice, my dude. Oh, I just had a thought. This isn't really related to the scene that's happening right now. But what if during the avalanche we just go to where Uni is standing, you know? I know that's impossible because we can't reverse time, but we can reverse time because this is a video game and I can just start the game again. So what if I'm somehow able to you know, get information about the future And then like Kokoro will know what'll happen in the future and she'll know, okay, I need to stand in front of Uni or like behind him or whatever. That would require supernatural powers, but there's been weirder things that happened in the people who made these games, like games made by the people who made this one. I don't know how to speak, I'm sorry. Oh no. If Uni isn't standing in the same place as the last timeline, he might not be able to avoid the snowstorm. However, if he is able to stand behind the place he was standing last time, then we'll have the good ending where uh, Uni, Kokoro, and Yamoki survive while only Mayuzumi dies. Kippo. You see, normally I would be feeling pretty guilty right now myself, even if it's a video game, but I don't because I didn't even have a choice. Kokoro did that on her own. If I had a choice, I would, like, if I had the choice to remain in the cabin or to go to location X, and I chose to go, then I would be so upset, but I don't really care right now. And did you just say those two aren't stupid? You're stupid, mate. He's not going to wait here. Okay, never mind. My choices really don't matter. At least in this case, it makes sense, because, like, the idea here is that, you know, fate is inevitable, and there's nothing we can do to change it. I'm kind of mildly infuriated that they don't line up together on each line. Not yet. I mean, isn't that kind of right? You remember that time uh, where Yamogi and Uni died because they didn't have enough food to eat. Technically, she didn't eat the food, but she still felt responsible for it, and as a result, she killed herself. If they had died and it wasn't her fault, she probably wouldn't have killed herself. Probably. I can just imagine Mayuzumi, like, standing, not shivering from the cold, and then Yuni's like, I have to go. And she's like, what are you talking about? It's a blizzard. We have to stay together. No, I have to go stand behind a tree. Isn't that exactly what you did? You went after Mayuzumi and Yuni because they went out. Oh, never mind. That's the reason. It's because you don't want it to be your fault. How come the background is black? I thought that if we die from the snow, it would be white. And if we die from, like, you know, getting murdered, it would be black. It looks like, they broke the rule, I guess. Alright, well, that's great. Nothing we do matters. I'm pretty sure that no matter what I choose, it's going to end up with me dying. I probably need to change something from earlier in the game. But just in case, I'll pick the last option I missed. I thought murder was red. No, I don't think so. It'd be kind of difficult to read red text over a red background. I could be wrong though, maybe the text turns black or something. Keep going. And turn back. Too late for that. To the shelter cabin. Wait, did I not run into Yomogi? I see, because we turned back we don't end up seeing him. But either way, we're all gonna die, aren't we? This is pretty normal in Canada. Kipo. We also have snow here. I see. Is it as much as this? Sometimes. I see. Unlikely. Crap. Didn't mean to do that. Oh no. She is a woman who will likely be important later. But for now, she's dead. It's kind of strange how we run into another woman. I thought this was going to be like a quick death, like, you know, we keep going and we run into Yomogi and the gang, or we turn back and run into Yomogi and the gang. But no, this is something completely different. This might actually be the good ending. This might be how we survive. Last year we had a snowstorm so bad the government for school/work said it would be allowed to not come to school/work that day because no buses/trains/cars or anything worked. You had to walk, goddamn. I mean, for it to just shut down completely like that is pretty, like, rare, I think, but I feel like snow days are something that a lot of schools do. Rarely. I don't think my school ever had a snow day, though. Probably because, like, you know, they're evil. One of my teachers told me that, like, the government or whatever, the people on the board of the school get money whenever they have the school open. So like even when it's freezing cold with like freaking a meter thick snow, they still have the school open and they expect the parents to stop making their kids go to school even though they should understand some people aren't that reasonable. That was the first time ever the government said that. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess it would make sense for them not to do it before though. That's what you think. You made it. What? You did it. Congrats. He's here as well. What time is it? Like, in the game. You have to imagine 1 meter snow downtown. Normally downtown never has any snow. Well, I don't I don't usually go downtown for like during the winter, but yeah, I can imagine that. People probably just walk there so much that the snow would get pushed off if it was that thick. And also there are so many buildings that it'd be harder probably. Okay, are Mayuzumi and Yamogi still here? Yeah. Okay, nice. We survived. We had to just pick the incredibly specific choices to make this happen. But like, you know, the butterfly effect is a real thing, right? So I guess I shouldn't question it. I'm just kidding. I do want to question that. It doesn't really make sense to me that, like, such a random choice would end up with something like this happening. Like, specifically the choice to keep going forward and then after that, go back. After going forward once. In my opinion, this whole ending should have happened if you decided to go back the first time. And there shouldn't have been a choice to go back the second time because really nobody would have chosen that if they had chosen it the first time. If they hadn't chosen it the first time, I mean. That makes sense. The blankets aren't going to warm us anyway, right? Damn, I didn't know that. I learned a new fact today. Dude, I swear if I ever get, like, stuck on a mountain or something, like with a group of people, I'm gonna be the one calling all the shots. I'm gonna be the Yamogi of the group because I played this game. This is why I brought the teddy bear in the first place. Kipo. He knew that the plane was going to crash and that we'd end up in this situation, so he decided to bring an extra flammable teddy bear. Oh my god. It's not impossible, you know. That is actually something he might have done. The fact that we haven't heard a word from Yomogi yet worries me. It makes sense that he wouldn't be here. He hurt his leg after all. The only reason he was able to make it back before was because we were helping him. By before, I mean like in the other timeline. So, if he did hurt his leg, which he should have, based on my choices, and we weren't able to bring him back, he's probably dead. Or he's going to die. Please don't go looking for him. Please, we're going to die. God damn it. No, no, please. Uni, stop her. By going outside, you're going to eventually end up screwing over Uni and Maizumi, because they're gonna be stupid enough to follow you. What time is it? In the game, I mean, again. Uni knows what's up. He knows that if we go out, we're going to die. But maybe it doesn't matter now, because if the avalanche already happened, then we'd be fine no matter what. To be honest, if one of us had to die, I would rather it have been Maizumi, but this is still fine. Uni is alive, and so am I. And also, he wasn't killed by anyone. He died by an avalanche, I assume, or perhaps hypothermia. He wasn't murdered, and he probably didn't commit suicide. Don't think it would be necessary in these conditions. It's gonna be like 6:54 or something. Wait, what? Okay, so she's saying it's 4? They didn't write that down, but she said it's 2 hours from now, about. Well, if it's 53, it must be closer to 5, actually. No, no, no. He's going to die no matter what, please. No, don't. Goddammit, Kakaro, please. I finally have a good ending. Please don't take it away from me. God damn it. Alright, you're gonna go get yourself killed in the avalanche. But surely Uni and Mayuzumi have no reason to go with you, right? She has no reason to come with us. She should just stay here. What? That didn't happen in the other timelines? They said that the weather changed rather quickly on the mountain, and there's 1 kilometer between us, so is it possible that it's only snowing in that location, but not over here? That feels kind of strange. I feel like we should at least be able to see the snow from a distance, but I guess it's not possible, right? No, please stay back. No. Listen to Kokoro. That looks more like an ocean to me, but okay. Wait, that is the ocean. What? Yeah, you're right. That's true. We definitely didn't switch bodies. Not just because the cabin and Uni and Mayuzumi are there, but we literally saw ourselves in that, like, back angle shot. Okay, at least I'm not the only one who's confused.
言っちゃダメ。眉住さん。
That doesn't make sense. We're on a mountain. What?
なんで
How's the cabin?
海がわかりません。わ
Is
か
it
りませんけ
possible
ど。
that the avalanche caused the cabin to slide downhill? I feel like we would notice it if that happens, but like, it's not impossible.
どういうことよ。ここは山の上じゃなかったの？私にもわかりません。ねえ、すっごく冷たいよ。本物の海だよ。ダメよ、ユニ。ねえ、戻りましょう。
Uni should
こ
clearly
んな
be
の
able to
できた。
figure this out.
小屋に戻りましょうよ。
Remember that deduction he made, like, by seeing a feather on top of Kokoro, like, saying all that crap about, like, how she was at a festival or something? If he was able to figure that out, even though he was wrong, that's quite a bit for someone to figure it out, at his age. So I doubt he wouldn't be able to see what's strange about the situation in front of him.
何
I
言って
think that
るの。
he's faking it.
海岸沿いに歩いていけば街に出られるわよ。なんでもっと早くそれに気づかなかった。あんな寒い頃に1週間も。
Exactly. And we went out numerous times. There's no way we wouldn't have noticed
バカみ
this.
たいじゃない。違う、違うのよ。だから違うの。こんな海ついさっきまでなかった。じゃあ嘘でしょ。誰か来るよ。
Are you absolutely certain it's him? Because it'd be kind of awkward if it wasn't. You're stupid, Kokoro. Slender? Is it Satoru? I can't click. This is going on its own. Is the game going to end before we figure out who it is? No? It's him. Satoru. Of course we wouldn't be able to switch bodies. He was right here. The thing is this Satoru in the future or in the present? It would make sense for him to be in the present, considering the times, like the difference between our timelines, but like, I guess it's not impossible for him to have time traveled, since Uni did that, right? The game is aware.
そういうことなのか。
He sounds hot as hell.
サトル、ねえ、どうして？
話は後だ。
Fine, but only because I trust
急がない
you.
と大変なことになる。
大変って。
お前たちはここで待ってるんだ。
どこ行くのよ！
ついてくるな。
Oh no. Alright, well that was a pretty fun game. Nice playthrough. Managed to finish the whole game in just like, I think 7 streams. I guess I'll skip the credits. If I can. I'm trying out buttons to see if it's possible. The hell did I do? Okay, it's not possible. I wanted to because I can't even read Japanese. So I won't know who these people are or what they actually contributed to the game. Well, whatever. At least the music is nice. Alright, well... There's no way I could have gotten a better ending than that, right? what could I have done physically? Of course, there are some choices I didn't try out, but like, I don't think that in that situation, while I was on the mountain shelter, I could have done much different. Unless the thing I had to do different was inside of Sophia. Perhaps if I had chosen better options, I could have ended up continuing the whole switching bodies thing, and I would have been able to figure out more from Satoru's side of the story. Well, I figured out that pressing Alt ends up stopping the game. That's fun. Alright, well, I'm at an hour and 30 minutes. Like normal, I'm probably gonna go for 2 hours. But I'm not sure what to do. I guess there is one thing I can try. Oh, hello, Virtual. Did you do the Satoru route? No, I didn't. I'm guessing you played the game before. Just now I finished an ending where, like, Kokoro's looking at Satoru on the beach thing, which appeared out of nowhere, and Kokoro's just running after Satoru. I'm guessing by the completion list, though, I'm not nearly finished with the game. This game is one of my faves. Nice. The beach ending will make sense later. Crazy storyline. I see. That's good. It makes absolutely no sense now. I'm honestly glad to find someone else who enjoys this game. I'm not finished with it, but it's really good so far. What? What?
10月20日天気
I missed the ending. Uh, well, what happened was, like, we went down from the mountain shelter. I was brushing my teeth, I see. Well, you couldn't have been gone for that long. We went down from the mountain shelter. Yomogi is probably dead. And we found a beach out of nowhere. I don't know how we teleported from a mountain to a beach, but apparently it will be explained later. And like, we found Satoru, the real Satoru, and he said like something bad's gonna happen and like told us to wait there. He ran off and then we followed him like an idiot. Okay, anyway, what's this?
眩しい陽光が風鈴の音が
I saw the part until the
子
beach.
供たち
Okay,
の
that's
叫
good.
び声が夏を彩っているこうしていると雪山にいたことが悪い夢だったようにあまりにも過酷な真冬の夜のしかし確かに私は遭難して1週間をそのことを今も私の足に小さく残るそして私はスフィアにも同時に存在したのだハクチュームでも妄想でもないとあの悪夢のような私はあの小屋にいてユニもよもぎさんもまゆずみさんもうつみさんも 小鳥ちゃんもサトルも確かにそこにいた。ここに新聞記事がある。あの避難小屋にあった記事、もう一度読んでみよう。今年1月、青森県赤倉岳に青森県警は新たに男女3人収容された遺体はすでに死後6ヶ月が経過しているために不乱が激しく HAL18 便に乗っていた乗員乗客のうち遺体はいずれも赤倉岳避難小屋から東へ
Wait,
1キロ
but they're
離
not.
れ遺体には
We're
雪崩に
alive,
巻
aren't
き込まれ
we?
た際に受ける裂傷も多数確認されていることから3人は墜落直後は生存していたものと考えられる。しかし発見場所は下山ルートからは離れているため、そう青森気象観測所によると、この時期に赤倉岳の該当箇所周辺で発生した雪崩は2011年赤倉岳避難小屋に残されていた痕跡とも照らし合わせると、3人はおよそ7日間を生き延
7
びることに
days.
なる。
Is that right? No, it's not. We survived for 6. It
なお
was from the
唯一
11th
の
to
生
the
存者として
17th. Unless
すで
the
に
18th
90
was
歳
off
の
screen.
奇跡的に
I
救
guess
助され
that's
た。
possible as well. Okay, then how come I'm alive and I'm explaining this right now?
ユニ君の精神状態は半年を過ぎた今も安定せず、堅くなに口を
That
閉ざし
can't
てい
be
る。
true either. He was in Sophia and he seemed pretty normal.
青森県警はユニ君の回復を待って18便の墜落事故では今回の3人の遺体の発見により乗員乗客31人新たに発見された遺体のよもぎ誠二さん35歳、眉住凛さん23歳、冬川心さん。皮肉にも救助隊の到着は雪崩の発生から約7時間後。
How is that ironic?
やーちゃいか、私は
What?
カモメ。
Oh. I thought that the translation made an error for a second.
テレシコアの言葉になぞらえて、私は私はカゴメ。そう、私は。
Who's that behind you? The text is white now, instead of red. Alright, well that's great. Oh, that's unlocked chapter 2, Satoru chapter. Okay, well that's good. It says now starting, but I'm clicking and nothing's happening. I'm guessing it's just loading. Also, I hate how this little, like, text box thing isn't centered. There's a bit more space on the left than there is on the right. Never mind, I had to press enter. I'm stupid. Promotional flyers, magazine front covers. Ooh, interesting. What? Okay, now we're in Sophia. Yeah, you know what? Screw the shelter cabin, I guess. Alright. What did I get? Is that an etc.? Promotional flyer. I'm guessing that's promotional art from the actual game. The game had promotional stuff, I guess. I think I've seen this image before. Not sure where though. It's probably I assume it's promotional art now. Now that I said it. Okay, it said doing Satoru's chapter. Yeah, so up until now we've just been doing the Kokoro chapter. But I'm guessing... Ooh, that's cool. We can choose between them. Now we can start Satoru. Okay, nice. Still starting the same way though. To be honest, I actually thought something like this might happen, where we would restart the game and play as Satoru. I thought that because a similar thing happened in Ever 17. I just didn't want to say it in case, like, that actually did happen and it was a spoiler.
そんな気の利いた言い回し少々の皮肉を込めて言い表すとするなら、狭いカゴの中に閉じ込められた一人、私は今天国に一番近い場所。高度3万3000。夜明けの
Wait, what?
晩にずると
I pressed control and it skipped over all of that.
後ろの正面だ。後ろの正。後ろの
Okay,
正。
I was worried I broke the game, but no. I think that I just happened to press the skip button on the last message before a cutscene. Okay, who, I wonder?
誰でしょう。誰だろう。誰だと思う。
It said Satoru chapter, but we're still playing as Kokoro. Kokoro.
ダメだ。高三高三。本当に高三？しょうがない。正解は。
So,
ユニくんでした。
wouldn't it be funny if he said a different name than before? Now we can at least find out how the fuck we survived that attack in the bathtub. Oh yeah. It's not surprising that we survived because, like, you know, even if it was difficult, I can imagine Satoru overpowering a small girl. But the fact that taking the sleeping pills was the reason he survived is kind of odd.
そっか。可愛い名前でありがとう。友達にはユニシロとかユニ。ねえお姉ちゃん。
This didn't happen before, did it?
空いてるんでしょ。
Maybe being in the Satoru chapter changes the dialogue slightly.
おいで。ねえ、一つ気になったこと。何？ユニくん、さっきカゴメ歌の中で夜明けの私の記憶が正しければ、確かあそこの歌詞は月夜の晩。
Also, he has a lip sync here. I don't think that the characters normally open their mouths when they talk, do they? No, I guess they do. It's just that, like, they're smaller, so I guess it's hard to notice.
そう。だって夜明けの晩じゃ明け方なのか夕方なのか。太陽は東。お姉ちゃんが子供の頃はそうやって歌ってたの？
Crap. What was the question? As dawn rises at the west. I didn't sing it.
私、実はもしかしたら記憶にちっちゃい頃のことなんで。じゃあどうして月夜の晩だと思ったの？ちょっとね。でもあそこのところはだってすぐ後の歌詞には鶴と亀、後ろの正面っていうのがある。夜明けと晩、鶴と亀、後ろと正面、どれも2つで一対になるものを表している。
Kind of like Kokoro and Satoru.
光と影、陰と陽。
Yep, male and female. They even say it.
この世界は二律背反する2つの要素が
Also,
重なり合っている。
what counts as an imaginary number? Can't you just say that all numbers are imaginary? By that logic? Maybe the murder girl also knows when you switch bodies and just hates Kokoro. Oh my god, that would be funny. No, they also attacked Satoru that one time, but who knows? Maybe they just didn't know it was Satoru. Possible.
だから月夜の晩よりも夜明けの晩の方がふさわしいんだよ。とはいえ、今僕の言った解釈がこの歌にはまだ謎？
What even is that song? I've never heard of it outside of that game. This game, I mean.
カゴメとはカゴの中の鳥が象徴するものとは一体何なのか。
as soon as we switch bodies, she hugs him and wants babies. No, that didn't happen.
どうして鶴と亀は滑ってしまったのか、それから後ろの正面。僕は今何も見えない。人間が五感によって外部から入手できる情報のうちおよそ8割は視覚に依存している。つまり今の僕は
How could you
世の中
tell?
で起きている様々な現象のうちの
I
2割
mean,
しか
I
知らない。
guess if it happened while Satoru was inside of his own body, we would technically have no way of knowing. But like, why the hell would she do that?
残りの8割は曖昧で、お姉ちゃんが僕の後ろで何をしてるのか、どんな表情をしてるのかもわからない。お姉ちゃんの存在は今後ろの正面は
It's kind of like Schrodinger's cat,
君
in a way.
いくつなの？
I guess that's a pretty vague comparison though, because the only thing similar about them is the fact that you don't know until you turn around. Maybe Kokoro is just not used to having a body with that much strength, because my boy is just built different. Okay, sure, but what does that have to do with anything? What's your point? As soon as we switch bodies, hugs him. Are you saying the murderer doesn't want to have sex with Kokoro while she's inside of Satoru's body because Kokoro isn't used to the amount of strength that Satoru has in his body? But that's a pretty random assumption to make.
11。
11? Remember 11?
よかった。そこにいてくれて。
Okay, back to this. I was wondering what was happening in this whole, like, how we were switching between this, like, gray area and the plane. Now I know. It's because this is Satoru's perspective. And also, for some reason, the eyes are slanted only here and not in the rest of the game. That would explain why Kokoro couldn't defend herself while she was in his body. What do you mean? I defended myself pretty well. He could as he is used to his body strength. Yeah, I guess. Ignore that time I died to her, by the way, while I was in Satoru's body. I can totally control his body well. Should I write this number down? I had the same choice before. I decided not to. It's kind of hard to notice, but they are intentionally saying I in italics while speaking for Satoru. Oh, really? Oh, that's actually really cool. Yeah, that would make sense. What are italics? They're like a thing where like the words are slightly bent, like more than they need to be. Does that have something to do with Italians? I have no idea.
「ココロンは20歳でしょ」。超能力かもね。とぼけてないで教
Maybe.
えて。教えてあげてもいいけど、頼みたい。僕キュンってするときあ着陸の時とかに急激に高度がだからね。手繋いでてもらえ。
I'm pretty sure this happened before as well.
本当にとはいえ、私の体に触れることができる
Yep,
男
I would remember this.
ありがたく思いなさいよ。で、正確年齢が分かったり。これだよ、これが心の神。
Still a feather. This is probably the same as before. It could have something to do with Italy. The sloping tower of Pisa. You'd think they named it like that to base it off of that. I guess it's possible. Kokoro doesn't have the italics. I won't spoil, but there's a good reason why they had Satoru refer to himself like that in this opening. Oh, I see. I assumed it was because, like, at this point we were still, like, in Kokoro's body for the most part, and Satoru was, like, even though he was narrating, we were still looking at it from Kokoro's perspective. But I guess there's a different reason for it. And, thank you for not spoiling.
サウルの手に槍サウルは槍を見つけて私はダビデに俺は時々再び交わされる
The hell is David?
羽そう、羽。これが私のか。うん。後ろのとこ。
Yep, there's an I. Doesn't have italics.
ココロン、昨日お風呂入らなかったで失礼ね。ちゃんと入ったわよ。嘘だ。どうしてそんなことで。だってココロンのまぶたちょっと寝不足なんじゃないの？ね。確かに。だけどそれと羽と年齢。まあ。
Okay, I'm gonna skip over this.
まず日付の確認からしておこう。今日は西暦2011年。OK。1月
Just a bit, because I'm worried I might skip something important.
成人式といえば小学校や中式を終えたココロンは結果ろくに眠ることもできず
Maybe Kokoro is Italian. Wouldn't it make sense if Satoru was Italian? Because that's the reason he's using italics.
ココロンは襟足に羽をつけたまま慌ててこの飛行機
I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure italics were like created in Italy or something. I think that like they use italics because in like printing presses or something, having the word slanted allowed you to put more letters on a single line of a page. So like even though it was slightly more difficult to read, it was like better because you could fit more stuff. And they just named it italics because, you know, Italians.
どう当たりでしょはあ一枚の羽からよくそんな妄想が思い妄想これは妄想なんかじゃないよ
Everyone uses italics. Well, yeah, but like, he said that Kokoro was Italian, so like, I guess that's possible, but I don't see how you made that connection.
なるほどまあねだけどその基本残念ながらだって私2月成人式を去年やっちゃったんだ嘘じゃあこの羽はなんで心のさあねってあでもここはもしかしたら天使なんているわけないじゃんそうかなそうだよまあいずれにせよココロンはロマン
Whatever.
ここ記念そう
Alpha and the W. This. I believe he said he was pushed off of it, but how? Oh yeah, he also mentioned that, I think, to Kokoro. Don't really see how that time is of any significance personally. Yawn. Where is self? Sophia. Yeah, they they even say it. Who's talking? I will protect you forever. There's no speech, like, it doesn't say who's saying it. Could it be Satoru? I can't think of anything else, or anyone else. But like, she seems way younger in that scene than she is in the present, so I don't see what connection Satoru would have with her. I also don't think that that person is just someone unimportant, if, uh, if they're intentionally not saying who it was. That time will be important later. Yeah, exactly. It will be very important. It's not just so that we would, like, you know, be able to learn a bit more about Inabushi, right? It's going to be way more important than we think. Don't care. To be honest, even if there is something different about it, like, I doubt that it would be that important. Unlike that scene we saw with Unibushi in there. It will be a pest. A pest. It will be a test, so you better learn it by heart. Yeah, I need to memorize the entire script of the game so far, so I'll be able to predict what happens in the future, Kipo.
誰なんだ
Did you? Because I believe you told Kokoro that you had no idea who was attacking you. I finally figured out what that shadow really was. The fact that he says what that shadow instead of who that shadow is, like, could mean that he just figured out that it's a human. So I guess that's not definitive proof that he knows who it was. Still, I feel like that's kind of misleading. Before I noticed, these from all restraints. I just noticed the plane isn't exploding, so why would it be impossible to glide down? And besides, why are they even flying in the clouds? Most flights just fly through them and fly most of the time above them. Well, it happens most of the time, but I guess the person flying it made a stupid mistake. I kind of want to skip this, but I can't. Who knows, maybe the intro will be different now that I'm playing as someone else. Anime intro, yeah. Each playthrough through the game is just one episode, and there are like 500 episodes. So we're gonna end up restarting this a lot. Who are you? That silhouette looked like Uni. I feel like we should be asking him that. The melody is nice. I mean, yeah, but it's also kind of long. I don't know. I always skip intros in animes. Like normal animes. Although I rarely watch them. I'm Kaz, and who are you? I'm Fortuna, what do you mean? You didn't get it? Are forget it. No, don't. I don't want to forget it. What do you mean? I'm Kaz, and who are you? It, it was a bad joke anyway. Okay, fine. Labyrinth of memories that is killing me. The labyrinth of memories. I might be reading into it too much, but could that mean like the different branching paths in each of my choices? Since when is that girl a labyrinth? No, like the different branching paths in the story. It kind of feels like a labyrinth because of that previous ending, where I just had to like choose one choice, see that leads to a bad ending, restart, and then choose another one. Impossible to figure out the way on your first try, Kipo. We're getting killed by a murder girl, not a labyrinth. I mean, yeah, I guess. That's why I said, like, I could just be reading into it too much, because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense for them to phrase it that way. That's what it means. But I don't understand what else it could mean. I'm asleep now. Have fun and don't die too often. What do you mean? I'm not gonna die. I'll make it first try, Kipo. Alright, but yeah, good night. I'm probably gonna go on until this scene ends. Anyway,
どうしたんだおいしっかりしろ落ち着け落ち着くんだタグ一体何があったって言うんだそうだもう大丈夫だ何こ
you remembered him. How would you remember him? You shouldn't have known him. Is it possible you know him because of his connection to Utsumi? That's the only thing I can think of.
どこかで見かけたような気がするんだやっぱりどっかで会ったよな
He knows him too,
人違いか
but you should be inside Kokoro's body right now.
なあ聞いてんだろおっさん大丈夫おっさんはもう収まったんだよおっさん生でめちゃくちゃに暴れまくおかしくなっちまったんじゃないの心配あああんなことが起こった後だからねきっと怖い夢でも見たんだろうけど
No, I don't think so. immediately calls her out. Oh my god. Okay, nice. I wonder how she's gonna react though. And I'm sure you're going to explain exactly what your relationship is, right? Oh damn, he is. I thought he was going to be overly vague about it.
どうしたんだよ。なんでお前がこんなところに。
The fact that I'm in someone else's body means this choice will be the least awkward.
どうしたお前は。
But even so, it's still gonna be pretty awkward.
あんた慣れ慣れしくお前なんて呼ばそれにどうしてあんたが私のまさか私がこの男に名前を教えた今までは気を失ったふりをしてただけねえどうなの答えなさいよ
I mean, yeah, that's a very reasonable explanation. How's eavesdropping?
おい、どうしちまったんだよ。まさか俺のことを忘れたわけじゃ。
忘れる忘れよだって私初めっからあんたのことなんです
知らない。知らないってどういうことだ。
どういうこともなあんたみたいなやつに会った覚えはいつ
そんな。
ねえもしも私が突然
That's a weird thing to ask someone.
リンのいる世界を見つけるよ。
じゃあその世界が
そうだな。多分。
人の心は移ろいやすいものなのよ永遠に燃え続ける
それじゃあ、もしも突然。
そうね熱いシャワーを浴びて強いお酒をきっと半年も経てばあなたの
なるほど。
何かご不満
いや、
そうでもだから会いたいと思うの毎日でも四六時中でも少しでも目をそらしたらすぐに口づけをするのも私は体のどこかにねえあなたを刻んで
That's pretty hot.
どういうことだ。君たちはそう。
知り合いなわけなさっきからそう言ってるじゃない
まあまあ、そう無機単なる誤解だろう。よくあることじゃない。
If someone came up to me and said that they knew me, and I didn't recognize them, I would just pretend that I did, to be honest.
誤解
Cause like, I'm sure that I would just forget.
ただこの人は忘れちゃってるだけ
Uni, do you know what's up? Of course, if he was in Sophia, then you should know. He said that he was a bit amnesiac, didn't he, in the previous timeline? He said it in a note or something.
ちょっとあんた今忘れちゃってる
But
だ
even
け
so, he remembers, Maizumi, Lin.
私は何度も言うようだけど忘れてるわけじゃなくて違うってば違うって何が違うの僕はリンのことを言ったんじゃない私のことじゃんこの人だよ
君たちは一体どういうことなんだ。僕には君たちで理解できない。
I mean, you're exactly correct. You're putting it into a random intricate plot.
この険悪なムードを引きずったまま一晩を共に過ごすのは嫌だろう。おい、どこに行くんだ。話はまだ終わったわけじゃ。
Alright, I just realized something. I should, in my notes, I should change it to like this. That shows up on stream properly, right? Yeah. Just in case, like, people get confused as to her nickname. Or, like, short form or whatever.
どこにも行かないよ。行きたくったって行ける。
I mean, you could leave, you would just freeze to death. And even so, you decide to leave, regardless, eh?
薪を取りに行くだけだよ。夜中になったら待ちなさいよ。
Yeah, I guess Satoru calls her Lin while Kokoro kept it formal with Mayazumi. Yeah, it makes sense.
そのコートいい加減脱いだろ。私のなのよ。返して。やだ。拾ったんだから僕のものだ。何よそのデタラメな論。遺失物法第1条。他人の遺失したる物件を習得したる者は速やかに遺失者または所有者その物件開ただし法令の規定により私に所有書はそのコートは何よ。
お取り込み中のところすまないが、ユニはそのコートを使った。
期待よ。残骸の中から。
Oh yeah, sure.
こいつはおかしい。君は墜落の衝撃で。
もう分かったよ。脱げばいいんでしょ。脱げば。
No, I don't think... Wait, what? How come Uni found the coat? Yeah.
ほら帰っ。もう乱暴に扱わないでくれ。
It's a coat, it's not going to break. Oh yeah. Damn it, I'm still thinking that I'm Kokoro for some reason. I need to get into Satoru's head. Alright, actually I think I'm going to do that some other day, because I said I would do it until the chapter ends, and the chapter has ended. And also, just in general, I'm getting kind of hungry. Total done 45%. Really? That's actually way more than I thought. Damn. Gonna be finished with this game in no time, Kipo. Alright, well that's good. I think that I did a lot today. Got another ending. Got 3 endings actually. 2 of them were bad ones though. And I started the Satoru chapter, which is very nice. I've been playing this game for 18 hours, goddamn. And I'm only 45% done. Not as long as Virtue's Last Reward, that's for sure. Alright, well yeah, that's gonna be the end for now. Thanks everyone for watching. And I'll be back with this, as usual, in a few days. At least 3, but perhaps more than 3 if I don't feel like streaming in 3. And with that, I'll be gone. Bye!